We have in the UK, in Great Britain, have laws that our American cousins, it blows their minds,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff, right? You try and tell this stuff to an American and they go, that can't be happening in Britain.
Right.
This is exactly what's happening. I think they're starting to wake up to this, actually. You can see a lot of people Americans
In
online
America,
starting
right?
to
Okay.
realize like what's going on in Britain.
Yeah.
What are our ridiculous cousins getting on with at the moment? This is an example we're going to look at of where, so free speech particularly is majorly under threat, despite the fact that Sir Keir Starmer would say that it's never been in better health. And this will show it'll show you about free speech, modern UK policing, and the combination of that. So let's just watch the whole clip and then we'll react to it.
What are you here for today?
Physically, I'm just standing here.
Okay. Why here of all places? I know you don't live nearby.
But this is an abortion centre.
Okay, that's why you're stood. Is you standing here part of the protest?
No, I'm not protesting.
Are you praying?
I might be praying in my head.
So I'll ask you once more, will you voluntarily come with us now to the police station for me to ask you some questions about today and other days where there are allegations that you've broken public space protection?
If I've got a choice, then no.
Okay, well then you're under arrest. They're on suspicion of failing to comply with the Public Spaces Protection Order, which is under the Antisocial Behaviour Crime Policing Act 2014. Now, of course, you do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you didn't mention one question, something which you later on in court, anything you do say may be given. Do you understand the caution?
I do.
That was a woman standing on a sidewalk silently being arrested.
Yeah. I love the way she dealt with it, Yeah.
And that is what's happening in Britain. Now, for any of you who are going to argue and go, well, it's because of this and it's because of that, you need to think about what this means potentially for your freedoms, the freedoms that you don't think are ever going to come under threat. Because you're right, aren't you? You've got the correct opinions.
Yeah.
So you're never going to face this.
Yeah. And why do you think that the boundary of those what are they called, buffer zones?
Buffer zones, yeah.
Why do we think that the boundaries are not going to encroach upon other things?
So this is under as the police officer says there, the Public Spaces Protection Order or Act, Public Spaces Protection. And in that particular piece of legislation, it describes a buffer zone around abortion centres. So anywhere where abortions are being carried out, there is a zone around it which is in public space where you are not allowed to. Now, I understand that you're not allowed to protest. That's bad enough. Okay, that's disallowed. You should be allowed to protest. However, is that woman protesting? She's standing on a sidewalk silently with her hands in her pockets. What threat is she?
It's quite upsetting though, Mark, isn't it?
Oh, it's really upsetting when I see women.
I was a bit upset watching it.
Yeah. Look at that stripy skirt.
Yeah.
It's so that I can see two police officers. I actually think there's another one.
There is,
There's another one behind this chap here, isn't there? So that's three police officers and a police car. Three police officers whose parents, I'm sure, are incredibly proud of them. Who I'm sure, Pete, when they were going through, when they were growing up and said, what do you want to be when you're older? I want to be a police officer. Why? So that I can arrest women with their hands in their pockets standing by a sign that says Station Road.
Who may or may not be praying.
Then, Pete, here's what I want to do as a police officer. I want to question them as to what's going on in their head, right? So there's something called the liberal wheel of happening, right? So I can't remember who coined this, and I think it's like 4 stages of happening, and it's something like, that's not happening, that's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
And then the second stage is, well, it might be happening, but it's not that big of a deal. The third stage is, it is happening and it's a good thing, actually. And the fourth stage is, you're you're a bigot for thinking this shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Right? That's the liberal phase of happening. And everything goes through all 4 phases. You are here, stage 3 to stage 4.
Mm.
If you were to say to someone not that many years ago, it is going to be an arrestable offence in the UK to stand on the street with your hands in your pockets saying nothing.
It's incredible. And this has happened multiple times as well, hasn't it? Yeah. You know what we should do, Mark? We should like move into an abortion buffer zone, and we could just like those 2 houses there. We could just sit on our porches and have a conversation about abortion.
Are those houses included in? Oh, I guess they're not public spaces, so maybe they're not included. But I think in Scotland,
what if you were within earshot of?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I think in Scotland it actually either did go through or potentially went through. I don't know the details of it, so forgive me if I'm making that up. But there was something around like, well, the houses that are within some of these protected zones are part of it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, wow. Unbelievable. So the police officer says to her, "Are you praying?"
What's it to you?
Again, I'm warning you, liberals. I'm warning you. You don't think your freedoms are under attack by this woman being arrested. You think it's fine. You are so naive.
Yeah.
People are so naive. She's not protesting. She is standing praying. Here's my question. What if she was praying for the women?
Mm.
What if she was praying that in support of abortion? Would that be allowed?
Yeah. Well, there was a man, I can't remember his name, but he was arrested for praying for his deceased child who was a victim of abortion.
Wow.
And that's against the law somehow.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. This is what our police officers are doing. You know, when you get burgled and you can't have anything done, when your phone gets snatched and it's got location on it, you know exactly where it is, and the police don't do anything about it. You know where they are? There they are. They're there. 3 of them arresting a woman for praying in her head. Praying in her head.
Incredible.
They put her in handcuffs and they took her away in that car. It's absolutely unbelievable. And this is where we are up to. And the dearth of pushback on this is unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like that, please do remember to give us a nice big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more episodes that are coming soon, please subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more coming your way.